Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Friday, and I don't know about you, I'm ready to get my weekend kicked off the right way. Appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in to today's live show. Coming up here on the Raiders Report, we got Raiders, Broncos, technically Thursday Night Football Week 10 simulation. Coming into this game, we got the 6-1-1 Las Vegas Raiders on the road against their AFC West rival, the Denver Broncos, who enter this matchup at 5-4. Now, I appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning into the show, but I know this. If this was actually Thursday Night Football, if this was actually Week 10, and if the Raiders were actually 6-1-1, hell, I think even if we were 6-1, we would be spamming FDEN. And if you want a shout out here on today's show, let's get some FDENs down below. I did see before today's show started, it was really early, which made me laugh. Ed Robbins said, F the donkeys, FDEN, F Sam, F Sam, F Sam, F Sam. That's how you know you're a real one right there. Rafael Murillo here in the building. Steven Stockgotten in the building. Oh, wow. My dad's even here. Caleb, what's going on, my brother? M1 is spamming boot. Kirk Lackey, 6-1-2. If we get another tie, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Here's what I do know what the hell I'm going to do, though, on today's show. We're going to be doing a bunch of different things today. I'm just going to say that just because typically when we do these Madden streams, there's not a lot of big-time news that needs to be discussed, but maybe you guys saw the video that I released earlier today that was titled Breaking News, Christian Wilkins needs another surgery and could potentially miss the 2025 season. If you guys want to ask anything in regards to Christian Wilkins, use hashtag Raiders, or you can super chat to get your questions and comments up here on the show. I will also say this. Since I have released that video, I have not gotten any other information than what I already put in the video, but I know there's a lot of probably questions, there's maybe a lot of concerns, and maybe you're just now hearing this information, but Christian Wilkins 100% needs another surgery, and if he elects to get that surgery, he will be out for the entire season. But Wilkins is going to try to play this upcoming year, and the Raiders are hopeful that he's going to be able to do that. However, the Raiders have also indicated to Wilkins and to Wilkins' team that he should go ahead and get the surgery. So if there's any questions regarding that statement and everything that I've said in that video, please hashtag Raiders or Super Chat. We'll answer some of those questions here for the first, let's say, 10, 15, 20 minutes. If we don't get any questions, or if none of the questions are around Wilkins, well, then we will just get into today's actual Madden live stream. I do see a super chat coming in here, so if we could break down some of the super chat deals that we have here on today's show, or actually, I guess I should say technically, I already owe y'all a boot. So because I already owe y'all a boot, I'm going to put one down here bright and early on this show. But today's deals are going to be this. Every 100 likes, we're going to give away a free raffle spot into our fantasy football raffle for June. Nothing's really changing here, just want to get people that have the opportunity to super chat. You do $5 super chat to get in, and I know that not everybody has that ability. So if you want, hit that like button. You'll get a free shot to get in. Every $20 Venmo we get, you're going to be entered in for our duck race, which we will do at the very end of the show. We're going to give away some money. Yesterday we gave away $165. My man Soulja Man. Every $100 is a bang and a beer bong. It is Friday happy hour. I'm trying to get after it because I'm trying to get my weekend started the right way. I will also say this. My wife Alex told me that her and her sister, they're going to go watch the new Lilo and Stitch movie, which means it's a dude's night for Chuck and I. If you don't know what the June Bang Race is, as it stands right now, Fabian Moreno, first place with 23, Ben Thrack with 19, Bayou Raider with 14, Patrick Roche with 10, Common Raider and Richard Black tied there in 5th place with 5. Whoever wins the June Bang Race, you're automatically in the Raiders Report Fantasy Football League. So here's what I got to do. I owe y'all a boot. Y'all showed up yesterday. You got after it. And you know what? I'm ready to get going, and I'm ready to put this one down. So if you want a shout out here on today's show, spam boot down below. And if we get to 100 likes before I finish the boot, we can give away 2 spots for the Raiders Report raffle. I got happy dads today. Last week you weren't here. Reed and I did a bullpen day. We did all the beers in there. We did White Claws, Happy Dad, Spotted Cow. We did Miller Lite, Coors Light, a full-on bullpen day. Today, we're doing Happy Dads and Happy Dads only. However, though, I'm going to be able to put down a lot more Happy Dads. Though today's my day, because yesterday, Alex, she got a little She got a little wild with some wine yesterday.
Ooh.
Or technically what? Wednesday. She had off Thursday. We didn't have off Thursday, but it is what it is. All right, y'all. First time, boot's going to go down. My guy Jeremy Chuggs is going to give some shout-outs, and then we will get into some super chats that I'm seeing pop up here on the show.
Let's go. And reminder again, hashtag Raiders or super chat. We're going to do a quick, Q&A/reaction to the Christian Wilkins news. If you're late, if you didn't see the video Mitch put out earlier today, Christian Wilkins will require another surgery. It's just whether or not he's going to get it before this year or if he's going to be able to play through the pain and just get it next off season. But if he does get the surgery, he will be out for almost the entire, if not the entire 2025 season.
The reason why he would, now if the Raiders make a playoff run, Wilkins would have a shot to come back. But for the Raiders, you'd have to think about it as he had surgery on October 5th, 2024. And we're still here at this situation. For the Raiders, if he has surgery this offseason, he would have to show unbelievable growth, and he would have to give the medical staff the utmost confidence that he's 100% ready to go. Because what you wouldn't want to happen is he rushes back for the playoffs or rushes back for the end of the year, and God forbid he re-injures it.
Yeah.
Because now, and then it might be another year that he's out. And for the Raiders, the way that they're paying him salary cap and his just the way that it fluctuates, again, it's $18.1 million this season, $37 million next year. Right? Like, if we're going to pay somebody $37 million, you better make sure that they're 100% healthy and ready to rock and roll. Let's go to Rebel, Montana. Teach Rolly on how to make deals after yesterday. I don't know what he's referring to. I know Rolly, for those that don't know, we do go live for every single NBA Finals game, and we will be live again on Sunday, Thunder Pacers, which, who you got? I want to know. I know I've been going with the Thunder, and I want the Thunder to win. I will say for our Chat Sports video that we recorded today, I did say Pacers, but that's just because I was trying to troll. I do really think that the Thunder are going to win this series at home. To me, they're the better basketball team. Let me know down below who you guys think, Thunder or Pacers. But I will talk to Rolly and the guys. I don't know what the deals were though, Rebel. I don't know what the deals were. Rebel, yeah. See, here's the thing. You're asking Coop. Coop's not going to do anything. Coop beats to his own drum. That's what's going on. Anthony Green saying Pacers. Emmanuel Sanchez going with the Pacers. I'll tell you this, man. A lot of people going with the Pacers, and I honestly respect it. Stuttgart Nation going with the Oklahoma City Thunder. See another super chat rolling in here from Richard Black. What's up, Richard? Appreciate you tuning in.
This is a good one. I'll answer this one, and we're going to do a quick cut here in just a second because we have a good amount of questions. Keep them coming. Hashtag Raiders super chat. Should we sign Jadeveon Clowney if Wilkins gets surgery? So for Jadeveon Clowney, the thing is, he's more of an outside guy. He's more of an edge rusher, where Wilkins is a guy who can play, in front of the center or in front of either of the guards, a true defensive tackle. So I don't think signing Clowney would, be a Wilkins replacement. Now, if you're moving Tyree Wilson inside, maybe that's a different story. But signing Clowney, I don't know if that's I would label him as a Wilkins replacement.
And I agree with what Chuggs is saying here. Now, I do think if it was up to me, Wilkins goes down. Probably the top guy that I would try to go out and get is Jadeveon Clowney. But it's not a Jadeveon Clowney to replace Christian Wilkins. Not at all. It's just, who do I think is the most talented player that I can add on that defensive line? I think the Raiders already have their Wilkins replacement. His name is Leki Fotu, and I know Fotu's not going to be able to fill the shoes of what Wilkins is, but when the Raiders re-signed Adam Butler, he's now going to be that top defensive tackle, and I think the other DT is more just going to be a space eater, and Fotu is kind of that giant space eater here for the Raiders at nose tackle. I think you also have, J.J. Pegues, Tonka Hemingway. Those guys are really going to have to step up. Somebody along the lines of Zach Carter, maybe he ends up making the squad. Jonnu Lalu, he's really got to pick it up. But if you are trying to sign a defensive tackle, I did a video probably a month ago on if Wilkins is actually out. And again, I don't know if he's going to be out. You're just probably not going to get the best version of Wilkins this season. You're probably not going to get a defensive tackle that deserves to make $18.1 million. I'll be very transparent and very clear about that because it's an injury. It is a severe injury for somebody that is 300 pounds. So I would sit up here and go, Quentin Jefferson could be a name to consider at defensive tackle. Got really good ties with some of the Raiders players on this team. Played with the Seattle Seahawks. But I do think Jadeveon Clowney, with his ties to Pete Carroll and with the need that we have on the defensive line, would make sense. But I don't think that it is like, you can't say Wilkins is out, Clowney here, let's just switch him up and put him in there. That to me doesn't make a lot of sense. We got 200 people here in the building, and in terms of people that are getting in the duck race right now, so far I see Patrick Roche, Matt Sitter, L.A. Crash Dog, and Richard Black. I got you in. Elijah Williams, I see your 5. I'm going to put you in for the fantasy football. Elijah Williams, I'm going to put you in for the fantasy football. Appreciate you tuning in and appreciate you pulling up to today's show. Chip Paul, if Wilkins needs another surgery, I don't want him to play this season for obvious reasons. And, that's kind of what I said on the video as well, where I know what Wilkins can be for this team if he's 100% healthy and if he is a contributor for the long haul. Because when you really look at his contract, you can't really get out of it. The only way that you're going to get out of his contract is if you try to trade him, because cutting him literally puts you in the hole. Like, cutting him, I don't even think is an option for the Raiders. So hypothetically speaking, if the Raiders were to cut him, right, you're eating $45 million, and you're losing $27 million this season. Now, next season, if you were to cut him, you're eating $37 million, and it's a $500,000 cap saving. And then if you cut him in 2027, you are saving $23 million, but you're still eating almost $10 million. So for the Raiders, if you want to figure out what to do with Wilkins, and the other part that's really difficult with Christian is the Raiders have already restructured his contract once, where in the year 2028, where Wilkins is not under contract with the Las Vegas Raiders, because of that void year, the Raiders will pay Wilkins $9.9 million if he finishes out the entirety of his contract, even if he's not on the Raiders in 2028. So, we are dealing with a contract that, I'm not going to lie to you, and I said this on my video today. When the silver and black went out and signed Wilkins, I was ecstatic. I was like, this is the number one guy that I wanted. This is the perfect move by the Raiders, and I think the Wilkins situation just goes to show, anything can happen. And I'm telling you this might go down as one of the worst contracts in Raiders history, not because Wilkins isn't a good player. I think that Wilkins is a top 100 player in the NFL, and I'm not afraid to say it. I don't think that anybody should be afraid to say it. But when you look at what the Raiders could potentially pay him and how he might miss the entirety of this season, played in only 5 games last season, and then you're essentially hoping that somebody who hasn't played for you for 2 years is worthy of $37 million. I mean, it's a major risk at 30, 31 years old. But the Wilkins contract is really, truly starting to make me nervous. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Melly Williams, I see you're pulling up today. Thank you so much. I see Soulja Man also up in that duck race. You in. Melly, would you rather have Geno plus Jeanty or Cam and Trey Henderson? I'll ask again in January. I mean, if you're telling me for this season, it's Geno and Jeanty, and it's not close to me. I think Geno is a better quarterback than Cam Ward, and I think Jeanty is a better running back than Trey Henderson. I'm guessing you mean Trevion Henderson. If you told me who would I rather have for a career, do I get Geno Smith for however long he's playing and Ashton Jeanty for however long he's playing, or Cam Ward or Henderson, I probably would go with Ward because I believe in Cam Ward going to have a long career. But that was also predicated on him coming to the Las Vegas Raiders and him coming with Chip Kelly. I'll tell you this, if you told me in 3 to 5 years Cam Ward is not the quarterback we thought he was, I'm going to sit up here and go, well, he's playing for the Tennessee Titans in an organization that really hasn't been able to show you that they know how to, develop quarterbacks in the right way / have a lot of talent around them. I love what Tennessee did on the defensive side of the football. Quite frankly, I think that they are actually one of the more sneaky teams in terms of just building a roster on defense. Offensively, though, they are putting a lot of pressure, I would say, on that number 1 overall pick. But if we're talking this year, it's Geno and Jeanty, and I don't even think it's really all that close. Raider Nation for Life 2025 up in the building. What is going on, my brother? Greatly appreciate you tuning in to today's show. And then I also saw Raider Nation for Life said, which defensive tackle should the Raiders get this offseason? Defensive tackle, you're not going to be able to replace Wilkins. So you should try to just look for people that are going to be good in that locker room. I would say Quentin Jefferson. The defensive lineman that I would look to go out and get is Jadeveon Clowney. And I think that his coaching connections and the way he played in 2019 underneath Pete Carroll could definitely be a reason why they would do that. I was waiting for the first one. Patrick Roche
Bang!
From the top, Roche. Patrick Roche with a bangarang. Do you think that the Raiders will consider picking up somebody in the defensive backfield before they consider Wilkins' replacement? The reason why I really don't think that the Raiders are going to do anything, and I don't really think that the Raiders are even going to make an announcement about it because they don't have to, right? Like, if I was Pete Carroll and John Spytek, and if I was the Raiders, I would just say, like, why would I have any concern right now in June? I would say if Wilkins told me that he wants to play and if he's going to try to test it out during training camp, well then, like, that's what I'm going to expect. Again, the medical team is saying one thing. But the problem with this is, though, if the Raiders go out and they bring in another defensive tackle, if they go out and they bring in another defensive tackle, that I think almost raises more eyebrows and raises more concern. The Raiders drafted 2 defensive tackles. They went out and they signed Leki Fotu. They re-signed Adam Butler. And I almost wonder if the re-signing of Adam Butler, when they did it, and them putting him above other players like a Roberts play. And I know they didn't pay Adam Butler the type of money that those guys got, but that was the guy that they tried to bring back. I think the Raiders have known this has been going on for much longer. And like I said in my video, I owe Tony Pauline an apology because he had it, a few months ago. I didn't know if he had it. And yesterday, when Chuggs and I were getting ready to go live, I got a phone call. I talked to somebody who's very close to the situation, and they basically told me he needs another surgery. So I don't think the Raiders do anything because for the Raiders, I don't really think that they think anything is different from the current situation that's been going on for months, quite frankly. Like, I think that they've known, and even when Pete Carroll said his quote the other day, a few weeks ago, about this is going to be a long process. I don't remember the quote exactly, but he said it's going to be a long process. They know something's not right. And I think anybody that might not know exactly what's going on, the bottom line is this. Jones fractures are extremely complicated. And it was expected to be a 3 to 4 month injury. We're going on 9 months, and it's still not right. For an injury that even when everything goes perfectly, there's still like a 20% chance that you could have a second surgery. And then you consider the fact of the type of athlete he is, the amount of weight that he is. I really don't think that the Raiders do anything, but I'll say this. If they do, then that would be interesting. If you're saying defensive backfield, like, do the Raiders go out now and try to make sure they get a guy like Justin Simmons, or do they go out and try to get a guy, I don't know, maybe like a Mike Hilton or somebody else in that defensive backfield, maybe a Julian Blackmon, maybe a Quandre Diggs, because they're a little bit more concerned about that defensive line? I think that would actually make a little bit more sense than going out and getting a defensive lineman. Patrick Roche, first one of the day to you, my brother. Let's go to Boo-Hoo.
Boo-Hoo. How would you feel about putting Thayer at left guard and Dillon at right guard?
Boo-Hoo, I would say you're new to this show. I would say you're pretty new to this show because if I could do anything, I would say keep Dylan Parham at right guard. And I would say, honestly, Jordan Meredith at left guard or Thayer Munford. I'm not the biggest Alex Kappa fan, but when I had the report that Munford's been working at left guard and Meredith, honestly, has been working more as the backup center to Jackson Powers Johnson, which to me indicates that they like Parham and they like Munford at left guard. But I think this would be, if you ask me, would I rather have Thayer at left guard and Dillon at right guard, or Dylan Parham at left guard and Alex Kappa at right guard? I would rather Thayer at left guard and Dillon at right guard. Alex Kappa scares the absolute hell out of me. I'm worried we're going to run into another Cody Whitehair situation where, I get it, the coaching staff can sit up there and go, we have confidence in him, we believe in him. And I get it. You want to believe in the guys that have helped you get to where you're at today. But I also heard the exact same damn thing with Cody Whitehair, and it was not pretty at all. Gave me white hair, quite frankly. Jersey Boy. Is Cam Miller the guy to take over after Geno leaves, or do the Raiders look drafting a guy like Nussmeier or Sellers? Do I think Cam Miller is the plan to take over for Geno Smith? Absolutely not. I would look at Cam Miller the same way y'all should look at Aiden O'Connell, as having a backup quarterback in the NFL is a very important role for all 32 NFL teams and teams that are really good. I think know and understand that. Aiden O'Connell can execute an offense. Cam Miller can execute an offense. And backup quarterbacks being able to execute an offense in practice is extremely important, where not every quarterback can do that, right? And that's just the truth. But neither of those guys, I think, have the talent to be starters in the NFL. In terms of the Raiders drafting a guy next season, I would say the only way that the Raiders try to draft somebody is if Geno struggles. And he would really have to struggle for the Raiders, I would say, to consider drafting a quarterback, up there a little bit. Reminder, y'all, if you want to get in for the duck race, it's a $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. I just saw Sean Irish, who I was talking to earlier today. What's up, my man? Thank you for tuning in. Fabian Moreno here in the building as well.
Up to you. Do we want to do the cut, or do you want to just go into the game?
We can do a cut. I just don't have anything
It's up to you. We don't have to.
I would say if we do it, I'll just need some help after the show, because I just don't have anything. So if you're down to help, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to help.
I can make the thummy.
Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a mailbag here around the Christian Wilkins news. And again, I want to just be able to give you guys as much information as humanly possible. I've been getting asked a lot of questions around Wilkins in that regard. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through, we're going to answer questions for the next 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20, on Christian Wilkins. And then after that, we will get our Raiders and Broncos Madden live stream started. I just saw something. Nathan Wolf, I will get this after the mailbag. Nathan Wolf, I will get that after the mailbag. You know what you're talking about, you crazy mother effer. Coming up in 3, 2, 1, mailbag time. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, and this is a little bit of a different version of a Raiders Report mailbag. Coming up here on today's show, Raiders fans are reacting to the breaking news of Christian Wilkins needing another surgery, and he could be out for the season. So all the questions that you're going to see are from our live show on Friday, June 20th, where Raider Nation is live reacting to me, asking me questions about the Wilkins injury. If you do not know Panda Sups, these guys are owned and operated by diehard Raiders fans. So use code Raiders. You're going to get 20% off at pandasups.com. If you spend over $125, you're going to get free creatine and free shipping in the United States. Let's go to Raider Nation for life. Which defensive tackle should the Raiders get this offseason? With the Wilkins news, you're not going to be able to replace Wilkins with a defensive tackle. The DT that I would throw out there, just in terms of a name to consider, would be a guy like Quentin Jefferson, and I only say that based on depth, because again, if I can't replace Wilkins, that means everybody else that I have on my team, I want those guys to step up, which means they're bottom of the roster guys. Somebody needs to replace one of them. Let's go out and get a veteran that's got that Pete Carroll connection, that's got a great relationship with guys like Maxx Crosby, that's been a Raider before. But the number one defensive lineman I would try to go out and get, that's got a Pete Carroll connection, Jadeveon Clowney. Again, Clowney not going to replace Wilkins, but just to add extra talent on that defensive line. Richard Black, we need to sign Clowney if Wilkins gets surgery. I did do a video probably a few weeks ago when the first Wilkins injury news started popping up, and I agree with you. I think Clowney, based on the year that he had in 2019, second best year of his career, according to PFF, when Clowney was with Carroll. And honestly, Clowney's done a solid job being able to get after the quarterback, and clearly Patrick Graham and this defense likes versatilities, and they like those tweeners because Pig East, a little bit of a tweener. Hemingway, a little bit of a tweener. Tyree Wilson, a little bit of a tweener. Jadeveon Clowney is also a little bit of a tweener. Patrick Roche! Bang! Do you think that the Raiders will consider picking up somebody in the defensive backfield? So you mentioned backfield, and I know I went on a whole long tangent rant when we were live. I would say instead of maybe looking at a defensive lineman to replace Wilkins, I just am so confident in Patrick Graham, and I'm so confident in Rob Leonard to work with those defensive guys. Maybe you decide to sign somebody like a Justin Simmons, Maybe you decide to sign a guy like a Julian Blackmon. Or maybe you decide to go out and get a dude like Mike Hilton or another outside corner like a Rasul Douglas, somebody along those lines. But I do actually think with Wilkins going out, if I was the Raiders, instead of going out and trying to sign a defensive tackle, I would go, all right, I already know that our backfield's a little bit weaker. Free safety, secondary, maybe it would be the route that I would consider. So you know what? I like this. I saw Chuggs building this in the background when we were talking about it. I want to know, are you more concerned about the defensive line with you knowing that Christian Wilkins could miss this entire season and needs a second surgery, or the Raiders secondary? That's corners, safeties. Please let me know down below. My answer coming up here in just a second. Despite the injury to Christian Wilkins, I'm still going to sit up here and say that the spot that concerns me a little bit more, it's the secondary, because we still got Maxx, we still got Malcolm Koonce, we still have a talented defensive line. It's that secondary that concerns me a little bit more, and based on some of the comments that I see, Patrick Rose, Seth, Chip Hall, we're all thinking the same way. What up, Locho? Who's the best free agent defensive tackle? They're not great names, and because none of the names are really all that great, what I would say is you should go with somebody that I think can help out your football team the most. And I'll just continue to say Quentin Jefferson, because I think what Quentin Jefferson would bring to this team is that veteran leadership and a great locker room guy, and he would help the development of a John Ulalu. He would help the development of Tonka Hemingway, the development of J.J. Pegues, because Maxx Crosby, I get it, didn't play defensive tackle, but just knowing Maxx and talking to Maxx, one of the players that he has just spoke super highly of his entire career is Quentin Jefferson. And just like when you have a veteran like that, it just helps out your younger rookies understand not only what does it take to be successful on the field, but what it takes to be successful off the field and how to have a long career in the league. That to me is kind of a more important role from a defensive tackle standpoint based on some of the guys that we have. But I'm looking at a list right now of the best DTs, and dude, like, it's not great. I mean, we're talking about Linval Joseph, Deshaun Williams, Taven Bryan, John Kaminsky, Jonathan Bullard. Like, there's not a lot of good names in the mix there. I see Mo Hurst. If it was up to me, I would go out and get Quentin Jefferson. I would also go out and get some Panda Sups, and if you need something that's going to help you get a little bit jacked up, they got some brand new protein, and if you use code Raiders, 20% off, pandasups.com. That link's again going to be available to y'all down in the comments, down in the description of today's show. They got a brand new premium whey protein isolate, 25 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, 110, 120 calories per scoop, and this is unbelievable. We're talking about peanut butter cookie, brownie whip, and oh my goodness, the one that I think low-key I really want to try the most, the honey graham cracker. They're all 3 flavors. They almost look too good to be true, and every time I'm eating Panda Sups, I was going to say, I can't just say eating Panda. That's probably illegal in some states, some countries. But anytime I'm having some Panda Sups, you kind of sit there and you're like, there's no way this is actually good for me, right? But I'll also say this. If you're not somebody that wants super sweet protein, I'll be real. I have a sweet tooth, but I also love the protein from Panda Sups. If you're somebody where you're like, what other products do they have? My wife loves the greens. I'm also a big believer in their thermogenics, their fat burners, their nootropics help me stay locked and loaded. One of the things that I'll always get before the NFL draft, some nootropics. I personally don't really think that I need pre-workout, but if you need a little jump start, their products are awesome. And again, it's owned and operated by a diehard Raiders fan. That's why it's code Raiders. That's why it's pandasups.com. And that's why he's hooking us up with a 20% off offer. And that's why he's been one of my longest sponsors on this show. Because I honestly wonder, if we never sold any Panda Sups, would he stay? He keeps on coming around. Murbad, I appreciate you. What up, Steven Stockgotten? Does Wilkins have to end his career? My fear he never will be 100% again. No, he doesn't have to end his career. Like, again, based on the conversation that I had yesterday and based on the information that I got late last night, was Wilkins made it very clear to the Raiders he wants to try to play because he believes it's just a pain tolerance issue and he's going to be able to get through it. In terms of him ending his career, no. Like, it's, to me, the bigger risk, if you want to talk about ending a career, the bigger chance of him ending his career is actually trying to play through the injury, and it leads to just whole other complications and way bigger issue, which is why in the video that I did today, I said, if it was up to me, I would have Wilkins shut down for the season. And that sucks to say, but I also think if he goes out there this season, it's not going to be the Christian Wilkins that we're all hoping for. It's probably going to be a lesser version of him. And I just don't want that negative energy to happen. And I could also see him going, you know what, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to try to thug it out. I'm going to try to play. And if the Raiders are winning, maybe you keep it going. If if the Raiders aren't winning, maybe then you sit them out. I just have a hard time believing that Christian Wilkins is going to be able to play a full football season and help us in the playoffs at the caliber that we want him. Because of that, I say shut him down, get him the surgery, and then when we have to pay him freaking $37 million next season or whatever we're going to have to do to restructure it, then let's make sure we're ready to rock and roll. Because I also think that the Raiders, not that they're not trying to win this season, but their goal is 2026, 2027. Well, let's make sure that Christian Wilkins is healthy in 2026 and 2027. What up, John? Hey, Mitch, do you think they will restructure Wilkins' contract to help us out for this year and next? I don't know if you moved over that List 5 logo of Wilkins' contract, but the problem with the Wilkins contract is they have technically already restructured it one time. It's just going to come down to money. So this season he makes 18.1 in terms of cap space. 2026 and in 2027, you can see some high values there. But the Raiders have already done a little, finessing of Wilkins' contract, which is why he's got that $9.9 million in the void year. Now, you could potentially add more to that void year. I would guess if they did it, it would be another void year in 2029 and in 2030. But, that means then the Raiders are going to be paying a guy that's not going to be on the team in those years. And I get it. The salary cap's probably going to go up. But if it was up to me, I would honestly really try to restructure Wilkins' contract, or something that you guys wouldn't like to hear, maybe give him some cash up front from Mark Davis. Again, that's not salary cap. That's not our money. You don't have to worry about it. But if Mark's got the cash to lower that cap space, I would say, Mark, go ahead and do it. Blake, what's up, my man? So who would take his place for the season? I think it's going to be a mixture because, again, you're not going to replace Christian Wilkins. It would be like if Maxx Crosby goes down, you're not going to be able to replace Maxx Crosby with anybody because Maxx Crosby's and Christian Wilkins's don't grow on trees. I think it would be a multitude of Lecky Fotu, Jonnu Lalu, J.J. Pegues, Tonka Hemingway, and, Adam Butler. They're all going to have to play bigger roles. You might even have to consider putting out Zach Carter out there. But as it stands right now, I got to be very clear on this. It's not that Wilkins is done for the season. It is simply that I know for a fact now, where at first I did not know where exactly Wilkins stood. I know for a fact now that Wilkins will have to get another surgery. It's just a matter of, is he going to get it now, or is he going to try to thug it out, play through the season, and get it at the end of next season? Because I know that he could try to play. He really could. But it's going to be a team effort all around. Rebel, put Wilkins in injured reserve, then sign another defensive tackle or restructure his contract. I knew it from yesterday. I will say this. I did see your comment on the post that I put out today where you were like, I knew it. And there was a few questions during yesterday's live show that somebody asked something about Wilkins, and I sat there and I'm like, all right, I have to answer this question from an honest perspective because it was a super chat, and when people send in their hard-earned money, I always want to be able to give, my honest answer to that. But at the exact same time, I could feel myself really tiptoeing around the question because I didn't want to give away the information that I had because I wanted to release it this morning on the video that I did. But you weren't the only one, let's say, that DM'd me or at least said something of like, is something going on with Christian Wilkins? And I've actually had a few other people that cover the Raiders reach out to me into my DMs. They know who they are. If they want to address themselves, they can. But they also confirmed to me if everything that I talked about today was true. So it's been an interesting day here for the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I will say this. If anything new ends up coming out around Wilkins, I will put an update out on Instagram and Twitter. I'll put an update out on the Raiders Report YouTube channel. It's what I do. And if you don't already know that you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365, please do so. I'm also going to warn you this because I got a comment yesterday. My wife, Alex, has been sharing, and believe it or not, she does tag me, and she does invite me to collab on Instagram, and she's been sharing a lot of our wedding stuff. If you don't want to see my wedding stuff right now, do not give me a follow on IG. If you're okay with seeing my life outside of Raiders, then please give me a follow. But we had a comment yesterday. It was like, I don't care about your wedding. I only care about Raiders. Oh, here's the cool part. Alex did give the Raiders a shout-out in our vows. Not a good shout-out, but she did give them a shout-out. If you're looking for nonstop Raiders coverage all season long, and it's 100% free, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. But I will say this. I hope Christian Wilkins is healthy, and I hope Christian Wilkins can get it going. The problem is doctors want him to get a surgery. Doctors want him to get shut down for the season. What up, Luther Andros? Here's money. Enjoy. Don't worry. It's a tax write-off. I will say this. It's definitely not a tax write-off.
He sent more in.
More money, still tax write-off. Have fun. I'll tell you this then. Keep them coming. I just want you to know.
I actually heard
I want you to know very clear. It is not a tax write-off.
Unless it's over $50. That's what I heard.
Chug said if it's a $500 super chat, then it might be. But if it's not, then I don't know.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. In my time that I've done this show, you're not the first person that has said this, and it's not a tax write-off. I just wanted that to be very, very
We are not tax professionals, but I have heard from a Reddit page somewhere that over 50, it actually is. Once again, not actual advice, not tax professionals, but.
You know what actually I did here? I actually heard that Nova wrote this second one. Just got the honey grams and pineapple chunks. The golden gram is ridiculous. Panda Sups is the truth. So I'm actually curious of what you think about the pineapple because my wife Alex loves it. And it's okay for me. It's probably one of their less sweeter ones, which is probably why she likes it a lot. But the freeze-dried pineapples change the game. Like in the summertime when I want a protein that, like chocolate to me, if it's super hot and I go on a run, I don't always want chocolate protein.
Yeah.
I want something like strawberry. I want a vanilla. This pineapple one's very good. You might think it's crazy, Nova. Put a little tahini in it. It's very good. A little bit of tahini in the pineapple protein from Panda. I know it might be weird, but I'm telling you right now, shit absolutely slaps. Is the honey gram better than pineapple? Because I haven't gotten the honey gram one yet. I wanna get it. Zalesbo says the pineapple is delish. Zalesbo, try it with tahini, just like a dash of tahini. I'm telling you, it's really, really good. I thought it would be a little bit weird, but it's very, very good. All right, Nathan Wolf, you're getting in the duck race.
We're gonna start the Madden Sim here in just a second, but before we start the first quarter, I do want to give y'all one more opportunity, not one more opportunity, but a reminder. Duck race at the end of today's show, $20 to get in. So if you want to get a little ducky or whatever animal I choose.
if you're trying to duck, all right, if you're DTD.
And I actually
if you're down to duck, $20 Venmo, Mitchell Renz 365. An hour ago, Rich Eisen put out a video titled Raiders Fans' Optimism is Already Getting Out of Hand. Kind of agree, to be honest. I mean, that's fine by Rich Eisen. I respect what Eisen does. I respect what any content creator does. But at the exact same time, I bet you that there's going to be a video that Rich Eisen does probably 2 months from now that's going to be Raiders fans should be really excited about the upcoming season. I've done this thing for so long, and guys like Eisen, guys like Colin Coward, they do both of those videos, and they'll put them out a little bit like a month, 2 months apart, and then that way it's no matter what, they're right. So I think Rich Eisen has done a really good job. Rich Eisen has paved a path for young professionals like myself, and maybe some of y'all don't consider us young professionals, but I'll also say this. Chat Sports is one of the fastest growing sports companies in the entire world, and I'm proudly to say that.
Including North Korea.
Do they even have internet there? I don't even know. I think we would be the #1 sports show in North Korea.
Probably.
I can't imagine what they actually do. You know what else I can't really imagine that people actually do? Nathan! Whoa! Ow! Bang! Ow, ow, ow! The Wolfman! Nathan, dude, it has been a minute. It's been a few minutes. I hope you're doing well, my man. I hope you're doing well. What's crazy is we haven't seen Nathan. It's actually almost going on a year. We were in North Carolina last September. It's June. Great golf outing. Got to meet Nathan's dad. And my own personal dad got to meet a lot of people that weekend. I would say the top 2 people that my dad talks about, I'm not saying he's like calling me all the time talking about you guys, but I would say the top 2 people that he's mentioned the most are Nabman, no doubt about it, and then he also mentioned you and your dad because you guys were at the golf outing with us. And obviously Daryl. You guys know I love Daryl. And Indiana Bones. Can't forget about Indiana Bones. Nathan Wolf, the second one of the day. But technically I'm up to 5 because I had to start today with a boot. Mr. Wolf, this one goes out to you, my man.
Ow! Ow, 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 ow! Gotta love a wolf bang. Gotta love a wolf bang. Nova wrote it, said pineapple is okay, but thanks to Panda, I'm 103 pounds down. Wow.
Nova, if this is true, and I'm not calling you a liar, if you would be willing to send me a before and after picture, if you have one, I'll check in with the owner of Panda Sups. I would love to put you in a video, and I would love to use you as part of our sponsor reads here on the Raiders Report.
Might get some free Panda out of it.
I bet you he would. Like he probably would be more than happy to send you something. But if you're okay with that, no matter what, I'm gonna share this message with the owner of Panda because I think that this is the type of shit that honestly this makes me super happy because, excuse me, I love when people can actually do this because I don't think people realize the mental fortitude and just the dedication that people have to have. And, we have a guy here at Chat Sports. We've got a few people lose a lot of weight. Hell, Chuggs has probably lost, 60 pounds since working here. We got a guy here who's easily lost over 100 pounds. But to lose 100 pounds, man, I'm going to tip my cap to you, and that is an unbelievable accomplishment. And you should be super, super proud of yourself. You know what? I want somebody to spam Nova down below, or you could spam 103. Whoever spams it the most, we're going to put you in for the Raiders Report Fantasy Football League. Nova, I almost feel weird cheersing a beer to you losing 103 pounds, but that's amazing, man. That's amazing. If pineapple's okay to you, I would have you tried, they just put out like a new one. It's blueberry something.
The blueberry muffin.
Blueberry muffin is probably my favorite fruity one that they do. If you really like strawberries, Alex's favorite's probably their freeze-dried strawberries one.
I like the strawberry one too.
Yeah, I know Chuggs is like if you're somebody that likes more fruity proteins, I think the strawberry one might be up your alley a little bit. I think the blueberry one's also very good. But I'm trying to think of another one. If you like chocolate, and a great one in the summertime for chocolate is the chocolate mint. I think it tastes just like Girl Scout cookies, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I think it tastes just like Girl Scout cookies.
All right, I'm going to give it to...
I'm listening.
Jake Serb.
Jacob Serb. For you. Yoda Jenkins. You, sir, are in. Gary Backus. You in. And then my dad is actually in the duck race. Right now it is a $20 Venmo. You would go home with $110 here on today's show. And you know what? I'm going to make you a deal. The next 2 people that get in the duck race, I'm going to give you guys 2 free ducks. Can't Walk, Panda Sups, Fruity Cereal Blend, Plain Greek Yogurt, and Frozen Berries. See, I love the cereal blend one from, like the fruity one. I think it tastes like milk from Fruity Pebbles. It's so good. Again, you have to really love sweets to like the fruity one. I'll be real. My wife doesn't love that one. It's too sweet for her. Me, though, oh, dude, absolutely crush it. Absolutely crush it. Speaking of crushing it, I think the Raiders are going to crush the Denver Donkeys on Thursday Night Football. We got the 6-1-1 Raiders up against the 5-4 Denver Broncos. As a friendly reminder, today's deals
Bo Nix
here on today's show. I can't stand them. Can't stand the Donkeys, man. The deals here on today's show, every 100 likes, we're going to give away a free raffle entry for our Fantasy Football League. Every $5 Super Chat, you're in for our Raiders Sport Fantasy Football League raffle. Every 20 Venmo, duck race. Every hundo is a bang and a beer bong.
And I will say, I know it's usually just real ones on Fridays, but I'll say this. If you're in the chat right now and you're not subscribed, what the hell are you doing?
You literally can't comment. If you're watching this and you're like, oh, why can't I comment? It's because you're not subscribed. So my boss said, Mitch, we got to get to 195,000 subs today. So I said, all right, fair enough. It's Raiders Friday happy hour. I'll make you a deal. I got another boot poured up, ready to go. It's either 10 bangs or we get 195,000 subs. And it's going to be returned here by Malott. And, oh, my goodness, Goldberg with the spear. Pete Carroll coaching up Geno Smith here a little bit. Tell him to get out there.
Yep.
Tell him to get out there. Come on, Geno. Got to get this thing going. Tyrone J, I agree. What the F? Sub, y'all.
What the hell? What the helly?
Come on.
What the helliante? What the helly berry?
Helly berry. Geno.
Empty
backfield set for the first time all season. Quick throw. It's a good start. Finds Brock Bowers, and that's a Raiders first down. I almost said Randy Moss with
injury.
the tackle. Oh, no. Who's that?
71?
Oh, DJ Glaze, the right tackle. So now it looks like the Raiders are going to switch things up here a little bit. Looks like Jordan Meredith is going to come in the game. I don't know what that means for offensive line. Maybe they're going to put Parham over there. Not 100% sure.
It should be Munford.
I agree. But I don't know what they're going to... In terms of the video game.
Yeah, it looks like...
It is Munford.
It's Munford.
All right, it's Munford. So Meredith now's at left guard. Looks like Parham's at right guard. Munford in at right tackle. Dante Thornton's going to go in motion. And it's going to be... Yeah, I'll tell you what. Jump on that ball. You're lucky that wasn't a fumble. Geno threw that in the square of Thornton's back. I know a few other guys here watching that have aimed in that exact same spot.
Oh, yeah.
Second down and 10. 6:49 to go here in the first quarter of action.
Did you read Can't Walks, the fruity cereal?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Can't Walk's my guy. Hike, handoff, Ashton. Yikes.
Oh, he lost yards.
And he's going to lose 3 yards. Would have been a gain of 1, but Pat Surtain with the tackle. Not a good sequence of plays here, these last two. Now you got third down and 13. On the road in Denver, Pete Carroll is beside himself.
I didn't know Pete Carroll had earrings.
Honestly, the one thing that Madden got wrong with actually AP, it's his headset. It's never right. Geno, screen, Jeanty.
Go!
He's got some blockers. Jeanty, first down. It's all right. We got to pick up a first. He had running room.
If he cut inside, that's a tutty.
He had some running room, but type those ones down below. First down. Yoda, Pete looking good. Pete's looking younger, I'll tell you that. Pete's looking younger, I'll tell you that. More people here getting in the duck race. Charles G., you, sir, are getting in. I also see Rustin Long. You get the other freebie there. Good, sir. Patrick Roche, I got you. Ed Robbins, I got you. Hunter Jackson, I got you. $20 Venmo to
Over
win.
the middle.
$180 throw. Tre Tucker, first down. Gain of 20. Come on, man. I'll tell you what, when you're going up against a division rival, I don't give a shit if it's Madden. Let's freaking go, man. Chip Hall, Cap Steva, Raider Nation 88. I'll see you. Let's go.
I want you to call it right now. Will this be to Bowers?
Oh, will Bowers score a touchdown today? Yes, I'm always going to go with the yes here. Thornton going to go in motion. Geno drops back. He's looking. He's scrambling. Geno, you're making me nervous. Throws it out of bounds. Thank God. Well, sometimes in this game, like Geno will scramble to the left, and he'll get outside the pocket, and instead of throwing it to the left, he'll just like whip his body around and throw it all the way across the other side of the field.
As he should.
What if that was the rule? That would be fun. Jeanty in the backfield. I'll tell you what, the Raiders are really trying to chuck it today.
They've not. I don't think they've ran it only once.
Throw completed. Geno, third down and 5. Yeah, Jeanty's got 1 carry and he's got a catch.
-3.
Third down and 5. Ball here at the 23.
Do you run or do you pass here, Mitch?
The only way I'm running the football is if I'm okay going forward on fourth down. If I have no intention of going forward on fourth down, then I'm not going to run it. I'm going to pass the rock. Though I love this matchup here. You got Brock Bowers on a linebacker on Dre Greenlaw, I believe. Geno. Oh, it's another screen to Jeanty. He's got a little bit of running room. Come on, Jeanty. Make a man miss, Jeanty.
Wow.
Oh, my Lord. I get what the play was and they try to set it up. I'll tell you this. It's fourth down and 2. You're on the road. What are you going to do? Do you go for it, type G, or do you kick the field goal, type K?
On the road, I think I'm going for it. 4th and 2. It's first quarter, too. So I think against a good defense like this, if you're in the red zone, you want to capitalize. You want to score a touchdown.
I might be cowardly. I'd probably kick.
Oh,
and I say that because I also don't think the Broncos' offense is all that great. So sometimes you got to get points where you can. I mean, 4th down and 2. We also haven't ran the football effectively. 4th down and 2, and I think Carroll is going to send out Daniel, and he is going to send him out. Field goal attempt here by Carlson. You're looking at about a 37-yarder. Kicks up. And the kick's good. We got a 3-0 ball game. Great hold there by Aiden O'Connell.
Excellent.
I mean, it's just phenomenal hold. Lance Smith. Oh, wow. Mile highs here. Mile high. I will say this. I do respect how often you watch a Raiders show. So I respect it. Though, I don't want to hear any shenanigans today, man. Yoda, Seth, King Shav. Here we go. Kick is away, and Denver is going to take this one out of the end zone and quickly stopped. All right, I got a deal for anybody out there.
Mitch's arch nemesis.
I got a deal for anybody out there. Here we go. Every $20 super chat that happens on this drive, if Bo Nix throws an interception, it's a beer bong. On this drive, every 20. Here we go. Nix. Shotgun. Handoff up the middle. He's got some running lane. And it's going to be a gain of 11.
And see, it's because Wilkins is in, but he's playing hurt.
Yeah.
So that middle interior defensive line, it's a little compromised in this game. It knows Wilkins is hurt, knows that he, declined to get surgery.
Come on. Ball here at the 31. Nix, shotgun, bunch formation. Marshall Green has entered the building. Nix looking, beat faced, throws, Bech. Oh my God. Dude, I thought he's hurt. Who's that?
Garrett Bowles.
Garrett Bowles injured. Dude, I just thought Bo Nix just threw a pick 6.
And it's
third
down.
Who's going to tell him?
Oh, no, it's second.
I was going to say, I think it's second down. Yoda King Kirk.
It's second down.
Y'all spamming through.
Psych. April Fools.
That's a real one right there. Also a real one. Bayou Raider.
Bang! And now it's third down.
If you don't spam 3 this time, then you definitely didn't spam 3 last time. Ball here at the 34. Nix, shotgun, got a running back on his left hip. Oh, it's a screen. They're setting it up. Make a play. Unable to make the... Oh, wait. No, they're going to give it to him. Gain of about 9. That was a perfect play there for a screen. Very disappointing. We're unable to get a stop. Bayou Raider.
Are you crying?
Shout out to Nova. You just pause the game real quick. Shout out to Nova. Huge accomplishment. Tuna Venthrak, College World Series, LSU or Coastal? I mean, Coastal's won like 27 straight games.
Who has more guys with a chance to get the golden spikes?
Arkansas, I think is the correct answer.
Seems like a logjam with contracts like Jakobi Meyers, Kolton Miller, restructure Wilkins, sign a DB. Which one do you think is first out of those options? So re-sign Meyers or Miller, sign a DB, or restructure Wilkins?
I'll still say the extension of Kolton Miller, just because I know that is one that has been talked about. But I do genuinely wonder if the holdup on Jakobi and if the holdup on Kolton is due to this Christian Wilkins situation. Because the Wilkins situation, it's going to be an issue all season long. I don't think that Wilkins ever practices. I don't think Wilkins is going to show up on every single injury report if he plays. And if he doesn't play, then obviously he's out for the entire season. But I would say that Miller is still done first, but the Raiders have enough money to do everything that you just mentioned. They have enough money even to go out and get a guy, like Justin Simmons on top of everything you mentioned. He's with the Ravens. Oh, I got you. A Nix pick. Hey, if Bo Nix throws one, I owe you one on the house. I owe you one. Well, not on the house. You paid for it. Ball here at the 43. And it's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be a gain of 2. At the end of the first quarter, I will get to all the super chats that are coming in. I just saw you, Suave. Appreciate you, my man. 2nd down and 8. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. The Raiders up 3-0, and I think for the first time all year they got ball to start the game. Blow drops back. Quick throw on the right side. He's got to get a tackle here. Darnay Holmes, great open field tackle there on Sarah McLaughlin, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 5, 1:24 to go. Nix under center. Raiders got a lot of guys on that defensive line. This is typically where they try to give up 6 yards, though. Blow down the field. Caught wide open. And it's a 1st down. Marvin Mims Jr. picks up a 1st. I mean, I can make this throw. Oh, wait, did he get his other foot in? Yeah, he did. That's close. He did get it in. But it was close, dude. It was close. I'll tell you this, Sean Payton. I don't know who looks less like the head coach. Yeah, I know. Throw on the right. It's caught. Tackle made. Gain of 7. Holy cow, man. Gain of 7. 53 seconds to go. Here in the first quarter of action. Jakobi Meyers, Pete Carroll. Figure it out, man. Figure it out, man. And here we go. Nix, shotgun. He's got 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Nix going to drop back. Oh, throws to Sutton. And Sutton's going to catch it, and it's another 1st down here by Denver. We got to get off the field. Though, in this game, getting stops in the first half, I feel like just doesn't happen. Stops happen a lot more often in the second half of these Madden Sims. Ball to 14. We got 358 people watching the show. If you hate the Broncos, hit that like button. Handoff, and it's going to be a gain of 3, and that's Elandon Roberts, 3rd tackle of the game, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of action. Raiders are up 3-0, but the Broncos are marching, and they are moving the football. They are definitely moving the football. All right, we got a few super chats that I want to get to. Also, I saw Anthony Green. You, sir, are getting in the duck race. I got you. You in. I got you. You in. $20 Venmo right now to win $190. Hey, Mitch, so my question has more to do with the fact that when a coach like the one we have with the new OC, considering the change in Potato to start. Did I read that right? Hey, Mitch, so my question has more to do with the fact that when a coach like the one we have with the new OC, considering the change in Potato to start. No, I don't know if it's the beer bongs I've done. I'm going to be honest with you, man. All I know from this question is you're in for the fantasy football raffle. I have no idea how I'm supposed to answer this question. Can anybody help me with this question? Cap Steve said, can I get a hit of that, Noah? I mean this, dude. I don't know where we're going with this one. This is, you're trying to get to point A to point B, and you went to point C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, elemental P, and now we're to B. I don't know. But even if, hey, Mitch, so my question has more to do with the fact that when a coach like the one we have with the new OC concerning the change in Potato to start. Here's my best guess. If Pete Carroll's no longer the head coach after 3 to 4 years, Does somebody like Chip Kelly take over? I'll say there's a potential there because I know Mark Davis was interested in hiring Chip Kelly for a previous head coaching gig, but they wanted to make Chip kind of go out there and prove it and earn it. So maybe that's where we're going. I've also heard rumors around Brennan Carroll, though. Hee-haw, can't walk. Dude, Yoda, I'm glad somebody else is laughing. I have no idea. Ball here at the 11, handoff. Sarah McLaughlin in the eyes of the Angels. In the eyes of the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Broncos up now, 6-3, pending extra point, 7-3. Oh, man, we got our Broncos guy. He apparently either wants ramen noodles or he's really into the unemployment line.
You ain't beating us in Madden. You ain't beating us on the field. Let's go!
I don't know who invited this guy. I don't know. How much for a boot? $100 Venmo, and you can make the Broncos guy do a boot. Oh, is that what you were showing them in there? I'm going to be honest. It is. Chuggs is showing me a video of, I would say, somebody violating an egg. I don't really know how else to describe it besides that. It is, imagine, actually, I don't even think I can say what I'm going to say. I don't want to get in trouble. Ball here at the 25. Former actor with chopsticks is what I think of. First down and 10. 6:52 to go. What was he poking that with? Is it a Q-tip? Geno drops back, looks, throws, caught by Jakobi, and that's going to be a first down for the Raiders. We got to get a touchdown here on this drive. Here's going to be my deal to the nation. If every 50 we get on this drive, if the Raiders score a touchdown, it is a bang. It's a bang. I'll count it as a bang. Every 50. Every 2 is a beer bong. Every 2 is a beer bong if they score. All right, I like it, Chuggs. 2nd and 5. 6:09 to go. 7-3 is the score. Bad driver. Noah is taking boots, too. Noah, I hope you're still here in the chat. I'm honestly hoping you're all right. Ball here at the 47. It's going to be a handoff to Jeanty, and he's just got no running room. 3rd down and 3. Venthrak to answer Noah. I think Chip Kelly is more of a russet potato starter guy than a Redskin potato guy, just based on his past stint as a head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll tell you this, Venthrak. I'm going to give this one 3 potato skins. Drops back, Geno looking, throw, caught, first down Raiders, and it's Foster Moreau. Foster Moreau. Also, Bayou Raider. Bang! Bayou. What is good? What is good? My absolute, I'll tell you what, Bayou Raider is here to have a good time. Just messaged with you, I'm lolling. Just messaged with you. Just messaged with you. I'll tell you what, whatever Noah's having, I'll take one. If you want what Noah's having, type me down below because I want one as well. Ball here at the 39. Sorry, Bayou. Put me down for 2. Bayou, I already got you one, man. I already got you one.
Nice little gain of 5 there by Ashton Jeanty. Which, I think that's only the 3rd rush of the game. I don't think the Raiders have ran the ball at all.
They have not ran the ball many times. Mitch, when did Foster sign back with the Raiders from Gary Backus? He was drafted. I don't know. He didn't need to re-sign. He was on the team. First down and 10. First down! Raiders! We got 4:10 to go. And this is where this deal that I gave earlier could get interesting.
Oh, it's because you said Foster Moreau instead of Michael Mayer on that last catch.
Oh, did I really? That's on me. That's on me. I actually do that all the time.
Oh, my God!
What a play, Bowers! Touchdown!
What?
I don't know what happened there, but Bowers was breaking some moves left and right.
What? Just look at this.
I don't know how many tackles he broke and how many necks he stepped on. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, steps over a guy, and then he's in the end zone. Yeah, it's a habit. Anytime I see 87, I instantly think of Foss Moreau and not Michael Mayer, so that's on me. That's on me. Put the L's in the chat. I'll tell you this. I've seen a lot of weird and crazy touchdowns. That's one of the more weird and crazy touchdowns I've seen. That means Brock Bowers has been doing some toe dancing, some tap dancing. He looks like Harrison Graham on a bear bed.
Oh, yeah.
Barefoot tap dancing. We got a 10-7 score.
Oh.
And you know what this also means? That Bayou's bang there technically counted as 2. Technically counted as 2. Which, I'll tell you this, man. This bang race we got, Fabian first place. Bayou Raiders sneaking up. Kickoff return by Denver. What the Raiders really got to try to ensure here is there's 3:41 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, obviously the 2-minute warning, and also the Broncos get ball to start the second half.
Huh, King Javier says he clipped that.
What, the potato?
No,
or Foster?
The touchdown.
Oh, bet. 2nd down and 7. Oh, boy. Gain of 3. Got to get a stop here. Come on, defense. A Bo Nix pick would
There goes Foster Moreau.
It would feed families. It blows my mind sometimes, the habits that I've created. I was just messing with you. Laugh out loud. Potato.
Dude, this run defense is just awful.
Yeah, Christian Wilkins is clearly not healthy.
Yeah. Also, Nova said he did send you the pictures in your DMs.
Nova?
Blinky says, don't know what you and Noah are on, but count me in.
Well, I at least have an excuse. I don't know how many beers I have. Oh, wow. So, dude, these pictures of Nova are unbelievable. He was at 376. Dude, that's really impressive.
Dude, 376 to 273, that's amazing, man.
You should be extremely proud of yourself, brother. I mean that. Keep going. What's your goal? What are you trying to get to? How can I help? 3rd down and 3. 2:05 to go here. It's going to be the final play. I mean, if the Raiders are able to get a stop here, get ball back, you have enough time to put some points up. Let's
go. 3rd down.
Type those threes. I mean, I'll tell you this. We had corn the long way. Let's think of something for potato. Throw, of course, caught. 1st down. It's so annoying, dude. I don't know. I'm just messaging with you. That's all I know. 380 people watching this shit show. Unbelievable, quite frankly. Absolutely, positively unbelievable, quite frankly. Nova, I got you, man. I'll put you, if you're okay with it, I would love to be able to put you in the show. 2nd down and Chuggs coming up here. 1:27 to go. Do you start considering taking timeouts if you're the Raiders, or Blow drops back? I mean, they're just wide open. What are we doing? Make a tackle. And another 1st down for the Broncos. I'm starting to get really aggravated here. Evan Engram picks up a 1st down. It's probably what I get for saying that he could be a good sleeper tight end in fantasy football yesterday. I guess. It looks weird. I might have called him Marvin Mims Jr. earlier. But, I mean, Evan Engram is also not that tiny. Like, I don't think that his height is correct in this game. Yeah, I saw he stabbed him in the heart with a trident. Ball here at the 14. Nix. Why are we not covering the middle of the field, guys? First down and goal, timeout Denver. It's just the same shit over and over and over again every week in this Madden Sim. It's almost as if when the game ends, nobody has any conversations about the game before. It's really frustrating, quite frankly. It is really, really frustrating. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Nix looking. Oh, wait, there's a flag. Are we going to get a hold here? Are we going to get a hold here?
Where are we at? Pass
interference.
Defense.
It's not going to matter. Elandon Roberts. This might surprise you. The Broncos declined it. And they're going to make this a 14-10 game. If you're the Raiders, you got 3 timeouts, 36 seconds to go. You got to at least try to give Daniel Carlson an opportunity to kick a 60-yard field goal. It's mile high. Like in a real-life football game, if the weather conditions are okay.
I don't know what that cameraman was doing.
Yeah, the cameraman's clearly not focusing on what
he was just messaging with you.
He saw a potato, and he was like, dude, this is crazy. But at mile high, you give Daniel Carlson the opportunity to kick a 60, 65-yarder. You have 36 seconds, 3 timeouts. You have the ability to do it. Tre Tucker, decent return, gets out to about the 26, and here we go. First down and 10.
You have 3 timeouts.
Ball here at the 27, 3 timeouts to go. Get us in field goal range. That is huge. Being down by 1 is a lot different than 4. Obviously, Geno, he's got all day to throw. Throws it, get out of bounds. Call timeout.
They did.
Timeout, 2 remaining. Second down and 3, gain of 7. Again, not the best play. Took way too long for that amount of yardage.
And if you're only getting 5 or 6 yards, you got to get out of bounds.
Jacob Surd, is that potato baked? I think so. Best topping if you could only have one on a baked potato.
Salami.
Sour cream, cheese, or bacon. I'm good. Give me some chives, too. Geno. Oh, boy. Wow, what a throw!
Get out!
Tre Tucker, call timeout. I'll tell you what, Tucker's having himself a game. 4 catches, 61 yards. And I don't know how some of these guys are able to make the throws that they do in this game. Also, DJ Glaze looks like he's back in the game. First down and 10, 16 seconds to go. Right now, you're looking at a 57-yard field goal. It is in Carlson's range. It's a deep one, though. Oh, I was going to say, do not hand it off. This might be a pick 6. What a disaster, Geno.
What a save by Thayer or by DJ Glaze.
DJ Glaze, what a tackle there.
He might have just saved the game.
I mean, this is a bad throw. You cannot make this throw here, Geno. I mean, Dante Thornton. Maybe not. You just cannot afford to make that throw in that situation. You had your team in field goal range to make this 14-13, and now you're going to give Denver an opportunity to get into field goal range and make this 10-17. Caught, gain of 4, second down and 6. Jesus. I hate it. Absolutely hate it, man. Absolutely hate it, man. Second down and 6. Come on, Raiders. A pick here would be amazing, especially if it went back for 6. I'll tell you what, they've done a good job on Crosby all day. This is just down the field, throws, batted around a few times, and it's going to fall incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half of football. Raiders down 4 points against their AFC West rival on the road, and let's be honest, hasn't been the best game here for the Raiders. The Broncos, you got to tip your cap to them, but has not been a very good first half here. I think we can all agree. All right, I'm going to put out a deal into the universe here. And if we end up getting it, I am going to give you guys a deal here. I'm going to put, oh, wow, I can't even do that. Never mind.
We also are still 110 subscribers away. So I implore you. We got 400 people in the chat right now. If you're not subscribed, type why. Tell us why you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, type me. And I'm going to give you a free raffle entry to 5 of you.
Uh-oh. 5
free raffle entries. If you're not subbed, tell us why in the chat. You have to be subscribed to chat, so make sure you subscribe and then tell us why you weren't subscribed. But if you are subscribed, type me. And I'm going to give away 5 free entries. Zalesbo 69. That's 1.
I'll give some shout-outs here. I see Taino with a crazy comment. Peter Bueno, Seth, Bayou, R-Dog.
Gary Backus.
Caleb Torr.
That's another one.
In the building. Chip Hall, Aggressive Masterator, Jeremy Cole, Bayou, Gage Bentley, Captain Steve.
I'll give Aggressive Masterator 1, Captain Steve Porch 1, and 1 more.
Chip Hall. You're right. I'm glad somebody picked up on it. I'm glad somebody did.
And I'll go with Peter Bueno.
Peter Good. Peter Good. You in.
So you're telling me all 400 of y'all are subscribed?
I guess so. Reminder, if you want to get in for the duck race, $20 Venmo right now as it stands. It would be $190 if you are trying to get in. But you know what? I want to have a little bit of fun. It is officially halftime. So what I want to do here is just put a few minutes on the clock, and we'll see if you take advantage of the halftime deals or not. Here's my halftime deal. If you send in 2 ducks right now, I'm going to give you a third one for free in the duck race. So if you send in a $40 Venmo, I'm just going to give you an extra duck for free. And for the next 5 minutes, I'm trying to get rowdy. Every $50 Venmo is a beer bong, and it's a bang. That is my Tuna's halftime deal of the day. My Tuna's halftime deal of the day, again, $40 Venmo, you get 3 ducks. $50 Venmo, beer bong, and it counts as a bang. That is my Tuna's deal of the half. Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. I'll also say this. We are 6 likes away from another 100 likes, which means we're going to be able to give away another entry for a Raiders Report fantasy football raffle entry. So if you're trying to get in, let's get it in. Elijah Williams said, you know what, Mitch? I'm a man that likes a good deal. Elijah Williams, I got you in. 20 right now to win $220 here on the Raiders Report. Oh boy, that's a big one. All right, I'll tell you this. I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. Because if you technically sent in what you did, counts as 2 bangs. And this guy is really trying to extend his lead.
Fabian Moreno!
Bang! Bang! Oh, boy. Sometimes you bite off a little bit more than you can chew. Sometimes you bite off a little bit more than you can chew. That's all right, though.
I was biting and chewing.
He's like, there's been some biting going on. There hasn't been as much chewing. What was funny today, one of our bosses, he's got 3 daughters, and two of them are here today at work, and, you know, they come in from time to time. It's the summertime. Jeremy this morning, I don't know what time it was. It was early. He's doing this. And one comes out, the oldest of the bunch, and she's like, "Can you please stop that? I'm trying to get some work done." And honestly, it was hilarious. It was like, wait a minute here.
It's like, you are apple not far from tree.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right, too much in here. Well, there's two in here, and I really overestimated it. I'm not going to lie. Really overestimated it. I got a few other people here. Oh my goodness. This is getting out of hand. Fabian Moreno, you're in.
Blinky Bang!
The blink!
2 o'clock time, respect on the late, great Brandon Jasper's name. Remember to bang responsibly and wear protection where it's needed.
I mean, I'll tell you this. Make sure your potato's there, all right? If you need a baked potato, you got to make sure that it's there. Soldier Man, I see ya. I'm getting you in, man. I also see Rustin Long. I see ya. And I'm getting you in. And, oh my Lord, dude. This guy's, he's a wild one, I'll tell you that. Gabriel Ruiz. I love what Ruiz did. Ruiz said, all right, you said 40. I'm going to get a few. So this means right now, as it stands, it is a $20 Venmo. You're going to go home with $350 here on the Raiders Report.
Matt Center Bang!
And, one of Brett's daughters is like, what are those guys doing? So
This is what your dad does for work.
this is they're funny though. They're funny. Oh God, another one.
Patrick! Roach your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a bang!
I didn't know where you were going, but I like it. I like it.
I think people are just banging to hear the air horn.
I'll tell you this. I wouldn't be upset about it.
I need more cowbell.
Need more cowbell.
Caleb, my 4-year-old daughter just told me to leave her alone for the first time. I need a Raiders win.
I mean, it's probably one of those. That's probably a tough one. You know, like that's. I think one of the best parts about having a dog is Chuck always loves me at all points. Always wants to like be around me. I will say, like, I think when you have a kid and as soon as like you're in that boat that you're in, you're like, come on, man. Like, what the heck did I do wrong? Which I kind of feel like I did something wrong here.
Fabian Moreno!
Bang! All right, so that's 2 from Fabian, 1 from Matt. That's 3. And then I see Patrick Blinky. Boy.
Oh, and also
Bayou Raider Bang! All right.
I just imagine
We're going to need some help.
I just imagine Bayou Raider, if we were to speak to him, it would be like the special teams coach from Waterboy.
I don't remember it.
I will do we
Wait.
You gotta go run laps with Coach Dan. I will, yeah.
All right, I'm going to be honest. I think the halftime deals are going to have to slow down here a little bit.
I will say.
So we got to actually, I don't know where Moose is. He owes us a boot.
He owes us a boot.
Here,
how about this? I'm gonna
ask the chat this question. 3-way boot race, are we even? You got a boot in you. I know it's a big ask. You'd have to go get your own Chuggs boot, though.
You know what? I think if we do one more bang, I'm down for it.
He's like, all right, so Broncos guy who came in here earlier trolling us, he's got to do a boot. I'm going to give you a boot because I got to get caught up here. And then Chugg said one more bang, 3-way boot race. And I'm telling you this, we're going to dust that Broncos guy. I might throw up, but we're going to dust him. If I already have this one from earlier today, if you just want to just take that one out. Huh? Yeah, just get him one, and then whatever you're looking for in your Chuggs boot. If you need it. Navman sent in a 10 on Venmo. Nav, if you want to get in the duck race, it is a $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. And I'll tell you this, if Navman's here, oh shit, dude. Anything, and I mean anything, is possible. Right now it's 20 to win $350. Honest question, let me know down below. And when you answer this, like anytime I ask a question on the show, I do honestly want y'all to answer it based on, like the truth of it. Like I don't want y'all to be like, oh, I'm just going to pick Geno Smith because he's the Raiders guy. I agree that Geno is the better quarterback. And I'll be real, I don't think it's all that close. Stockgarten, what's up, my man? Blinky. Now remember, you need more stamina if you want to bang more than once. But damn, does it feel good. Also, Sam eats corn the long way. Blinky! We threw it up. I know we're still technically in halftime, but I'm going to count that as an alley-oop. Blinky, since you're a real one, I'm going to count you as a bang as well. There, Blink. You know, right now, I would say we got a few people right now competing for the MVP. I would say right now the MVP's probably got to go to Bayou Raider. He's got 3 bangs today. Robert Jansen, 1-800-3-way boot race now. Call 3-way boot race, 877 boot race now. 877 boot race now. 877 boot race now. We are at halftime. You guys are watching the Raiders Report. Sometimes Friday happy hour is going to take a turn, and it's we're making that turn right now. Oh yeah? That was something out there. I'm not going to lie. Blinky, Donald, Lance. All right, so if you guys are wondering what's the holdup, Chuggs is filling up his boot now. They're using the air horn out there, probably too much. Is he available now, or is he recording? I'll message him. I'll message him. All right, we got one. Chuggs has got his. And all good alley-oops got to be thrown down somehow. Blinky coming down the lane. Throws it up off the backboard for Yoda. Bang! Yoda, Blinky. Bang. Come on, man. Unbelievable. Absolutely, positively unbelievable. Shout out to the great Tuna. Uh-oh, he's coming in. I'm going to be honest, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I think we did. Moose. I already got you if you're good. It's Happy Dad. Is Happy Dad all right? The Moose would drink anything. That's one thing I respect. He's like, I say you basically drink anything. I don't know what flavor it was. Was it just all? That might be the only thing that I don't do.
Oh, look at that beautiful lead. 14-10 might as well be 100-0. Let's go.
Math is clearly not Broncos fans' strong point. Here we go. 3-way boot race.
Let's do it.
3-way boot race. Let me know who you got. All right, good luck. Ready?
Oh, it's cold.
I'm not well.
Oh,
I'm not well.
okay. I'll give you that one.
I'm not going to lie. Oh, God. I can't move right now. I feel like Suavemente just shoved a baked potato in me. Yeah, it's too easy for Chuggs. I agree. I'm going to say I've heard that noise 150 times today. 151. Chuggs, I'm not going to lie. I got to pee, dude. And then as soon as I get back, I got to pee, man. I got to go. And as soon as I get back, second half action coming up here.
Let me know. Better quarterback, Geno Smith type GS for the gynecologist or Bo Nix? Let me know. Oh, it's like in right here. Like I feel the burp right here. I see mostly gynecologist. I see mostly. Oh, God, that felt so good. Mile High saying Bo Nix, of course. Of course. Give Bo like 2 years with the same coach, and then he'll be around the same. Mark says the gynecologist. Gary's going GS. It's close. It's close. A very interesting quarterback, division we have here, right? We've got Geno Smith, Bo Nix. Then you obviously have Patrick Mahomes. Then Justin Herbert, which is, I feel like if you ask 5 different people, they'll have him in 5 drastically different spots. I've seen people say that he's top 5, top 10. I've seen people say he's not in the top 20. So, I mean, this might be a better question. Type 1 or type 2? If you think who's better? Bo Nix, type 1, Justin Herbert, type 2. Who do you think is better between Bo Nix and Justin Herbert? If you think it's, what did I say? Bo Nix, type 1. If you think it's Justin Herbert, type 2. A little mixed bag here. I'd like to hear what Mitch has to say. I know his answer because he's not going to pick his arch nemesis.
For what?
I said, who do you think is better between Bo Nix and Justin Herbert?
Oh, Herbert. I think it's close.
You're not going to pick your arch nemesis.
I mean, in all honesty, I would say Bo Nix is in the I don't view him as a top 20 quarterback in the NFL. I would put him in that 23, 24, 25. And he's in, I think, the perfect system for him and Sean Payton. I don't know. I'm trying to think of another quarterback. Kyler Murray to me, I'd rather have over Bo Nix. Sam Darnold or Bo Nix, I'll take Darnold. Bryce Young or Bo, that's where I would say it kind of gets interesting for me. Penix, I'd rather have.
You'd rather have Michael Penix than Bo Nix?
Yes.
Really?
I don't even think that's a hot take.
What about J.J. McCarthy?
Oh, man. Because I've seen it with Bo, I would probably take Bo over McCarthy. Though, going into the draft process, I did like McCarthy more than Bo Nix. We'll see how it ends up panning out. I'll tell you this, though. You guys are kicking my butt right now. I am in a losing battle right now.
We did gain one subscriber.
Nice.
So we're now at 194,891.
Dude, I'm telling you what, we're making moves today. We got the whole second half coming up here. This game's going to be absolutely electric, and I can't wait to see. Kick is away. It's going to be caught here at the 6. Denver.
Get leveled.
Oh, he did. He got absolutely crushed. Dude, the amount of burps I have after that last boot, it's not good, dude. There's a lot of burps going on. What? Oh, my goodness. Also, I should tell you this. Navman, you're in the duck race. Also, so if I yell any longer, I'm going to shit a potato. I'm going to shit a whole potato. What up, Nav? Been a minute. New business venture got me busy as hell.
Ooh.
Never off in time for the shows. I watch them back.
He's like, you might have heard of it. It's called Chat GPT.
I ride four-wheelers for a living at a ranch in Pigeon Forge. When and where are you
going for your honeymoon?
Oh, the honeymoon where you're going to Mexico. I'm not going to say the exact resort, though. Nabman, I'll just text you if you actually want to know the resort. Just obviously don't tell anybody. I know you wouldn't do it. I'm not going to put it up on here or say where I'm going to go. But it's funny because Alex literally, when we did the whole process, was like, the only place I don't want to go for a honeymoon is Mexico. You know, we've just been there so often. But we found a really nice resort. It has really good food, good drinks, which is kind of what we cared about. And it's going to have some beach life. It's going to be a good time. But, Nav, just text me. Send me a Ryan. I can send you where we're going. What a play, Amari Gaynor! Suck it, Mile High. That's a sack for the Raiders, the first of the day. And what a way to start the second half. I mean, Patrick Graham had that one drawn up. You absolutely love it, man. Absolutely loving it. Holy cow. Second down and 18. 6:45 to go here. I mean, this game's going to be a freaking hell of a game, dude. This game is going to be a heck of a football game. Ball here at the 20. Second down and 18. Nix double clutched it. Nice tackle made there by Maxx Crosby. And it's third down. Give me the threes. Down below.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Patrick!
Bang! What up, Benthrak?
Mount Raidamore!
Hey,
Stand
yay. Up. Hey, yay.
Defense. Let's
Mount
go.
Raider Moore, stand up. I'm going to be honest. I need a minute or two here before I put anything else in my stomach. Quick throw. It's going to be a screen. Nowhere to go. Nice play there.
Oh,
there he is.
He's looking okay.
There he is. Looks like he didn't get that surgery. 4th down and 14. The punting unit has got to come out. And what a great job by Pete Carroll's squad here to be able to get a stop. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And the punt is back there. It's going to be received by Tre Tucker. And here we go. Rebel, we didn't get call for roughing. There's not many penalties that get called in this game. Geno drops back, quick throw. It's going to be caught here. Is that by Michael Mayer? It's going to be caught by Michael Mayer. 2nd down and 3. 5:10 to go. Is that Stidham? He's pissed off. He's not playing.
This is a revenge game for him.
Kinda, yeah. You remember when there was people that wanted the Raiders to keep Jarrett Stidham as their starting quarterback? Wild thought process.
Not gonna lie, he kind of was awesome those last 2 weeks though.
For the Raiders,
yeah.
I mean, he was solid. I mean, they got blown out in Week 18.
Dude,
he was good in that 49ers game.
This is going to severely hurt the Jeanty for Heisman or Jeanty for MVP.
Today's
Steve.
game is hurting the Jeanty for MVP train. And he's got to have 13, 14 touchdowns at this point. He is not. I don't know if he has 10 rushing yards today. Geno, 3rd down and 5. All day to throw, and he's looking. Come on, Geno. What's that guy doing?
He's playing contain.
The defender's like, I'll give him 7. 1st down, Las Vegas Raiders.
Let's go.
Ball here at the 49. Geno, shotgun. Jeanty on the right side. Smith throws, delivers, caught by Jakobi. And that's going to be a gain of about 6.
Got a burp.
Here we go. 2nd down and 4. Ball here at the 43-yard line. Power eye. Pegues in at fullback. Handoff to Jeanty. No. Throws down the field. Wide open. Dante Thornton Jr.
Touchdown
for the Raiders. What a play here. I mean, this is a perfect drawn-up play by Chip. Hey, man, go Vols, dude. Go Vols, dude. What? I mean, it's right down the middle of the field. The rookie, what a touchdown. Where are you at, Mile High? 3:12 to go here. We got a 17-14 ball game.
Pending the extra point.
That is correct. Pending the extra point. Carlson. Imagine. Kicks up, kicks good. Chuggs, I got a really big favor to ask. Is there any way you could do some of the play-by-play? Alex just texted me and said, can I call you real quick? It's an emergency. We've had a lot of issues with our car, and I know I've put that out there. I'm going to try to do this quick. I'll try to be back.
All right, here we go. Kick is away. And it's going to be returned at around the 11-yard line. Marvin Mims takes it out to about the 27. 3:08 left in the 3rd quarter. Let's go. Let's get some D's in the chat. Defense. 1st and 10. Nix in the shotgun. 3 on the left, 1 on the right. He's got a running back on his right hip. Sends a man in motion. Bunch formation. A little underneath route. Wide open. The middle of the field has been open for this Broncos team all day long. What is that? Vele? Not going to lie, I don't even know who that is that just caught the ball. 1st down for the Broncos, though. Raiders up 17-14, their first lead in the second half. 1st and 10, ball at the 42. Single back formation, 2 tight ends, and 2 wide receivers. The tight end in motion. It's going to be a run up the middle. Nice stop there. Only a gain of 3. McLaughlin, 10 rushes for 57 yards, but Elandon Roberts able to stop him on that one. As the clock is ticking away, Broncos wearing the throwbacks. Raiders trying to improve to 7-1-1 on the season. I formation. 2nd down and 7. Heavy set. It's another rush up the middle and another only 3 yards to gain. And now it is a 3rd down. Type those 3s. Let's go. 3rd and 4. Drop back. And it's wide open or over the middle again. Wide open for Evan Engram. Let's go. Come on. I mean, you get him in 3rd down, you got to stop him. You get him in 3rd down, you got to stop him. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side, running back on his left hip. It's going to be a run. A little bit more room there, 5 yards. The Broncos, not, even though they're down right now, not going away from the run game. They've been able to run on this Raiders defense. We heard, the news earlier today about the Christian Wilkins injury. Germaine Pratt and Elandon Roberts, though, not really, protecting the middle of that field when it comes to the rush and whenever the Broncos are throwing the football. Nice tackle there, only a gain of 2 to bring up 3rd down. Can the Raiders finally get off the field on 3rd down? They have not been able to do so far. It seems like the Broncos have had their way when it comes to 3rd downs. Here we go. Single back formation. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Man in motion. It's another rush right up the middle. And a gain of about 7. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Raider fans, put up those 4s. It's the 4th quarter. 4. Let's go. 4th quarter time, baby. Put up those 4s. Put up those 4s. This 4th quarter. This is money quarter. This is where checks are paid. Bills are made. Let's go. The field is flipped. Now the Broncos going right to left. Throw to the outside. Going to gain a 1st down right there. They are in the red zone now. Now that was to Troutman. Ball at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Geno, a little upset there on the sideline, was hoping after they gained the lead that this defense would be able to get a stop, but Broncos entrenched in field goal position, looking to score a touchdown and regain the lead. Single back formation. It's going to be a stretch run to the right side, to Maxx Crosby's side, and he doesn't get there. Touchdown again for McLaughlin. Touchdown again for McLaughlin. Not what you want to see. I mean, and that's a play that Crosby usually, you don't want to run to Crosby's side, right? That's a play that he usually breaks up. For some rhyme or reason, isn't able to get to it on this one. The stretch run to the right for another touchdown for McLaughlin, and they retake the lead 20-17, pending the extra point. Raiders defense, horrible against the run today. Been like a hot knife through butter. Broncos, I mean, the Raiders have been able to get stops here and there for gains of 3, gains of 4, but the Broncos not going away from it. Keep on chipping away. That behind who's that on the right side? Who did they pay? They have Bowles on the left, and then I can't think of his name. Oh, McGlinchey. Yep. McGlinchey on the right, a stretch run, and the Broncos retake the lead. That's what you missed, Mitch.
Son of a gun. Sorry, it's all good. I'm back. Malot's going to get out to about the 27-yard line. Nabman, I know you got a live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. For those that do not know, if anybody wants to hang out with Nabman tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, he is going to be live. So go pop in, chat it up, and have a good time.
Geno not happy. Can the Raiders retake the lead here? It's the 4th quarter. about, I think, 5.5 minutes left. No, 6.5 minutes left.
Nabman, also or Venthrak, I know that I owe you one. Jeanty, handoff. I don't think he has 20 yards rushing today. They haven't even shown his stats this game.
I think it's that they're just able to.
Venthrak.
Geno's been able to. I know the Denver secondary is supposed to be really good. Besides that pick, Geno's been awesome today. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like if you're able to move the ball, you're going to keep on throwing it.
Think about how much different this game would be if they were able to get a freaking field goal.
Loss of 2?
Nothing. Now we're at 3rd down and 8. This is a really critical play here for the Las Vegas Raiders. Also, I'm good. Sorry, just been dealing with a lot of car stuff. Audi at Dallas, I'm legally not allowed to tell you to give them a 1-star review, but I'll tell you this. Those guys can suck it. Here we go. 3rd down and 8. Geno throws. Completed. Do you go for it?
4th and inches.
4th and inches at the 38-yard line. Do you go for it here if this is the game? You're down 4 points. 21-17. This might be a hot take. I'm going for it.
4th and inches.
This is why, excuse me, you go out and draft Ashton Jeanty. This is why you have JPJ as your center. I'm telling you this, man. I know it's a big spot in the game, and I know you want to be able to trust your defense. If this is me in a real-life football game, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. And I'm seeing a lot of yeses down below from Gary, Tyrone, my guitar. Quite frankly, Anthony Green says punt. Trust the defense. We'll see what the Raiders decide to do. I mean, if I had to guess, they're probably going to punt just based on how this game works. But in a real-life situation, on the road with 5:10 to go, I would want the Raiders to go for it here because you don't know if you're going to get the ball back. And they're going to punt it, of course. What a punt by A.J. Cole. That is why A.J. Cole is the best punter in football.
And that's why you punt it, Mitch.
Hey, and that's when you have a guy that's that good and he can do that.
This defense needs to capitalize this.
You need to, man.
If they get a first down.
I mean, what a punt by
If they get a first down.
Holy shit, dude.
If they get a first down, Pete Carroll better be yelling at this defense.
Yep.
You cannot let them get out of this hole. All right, ball at the 2-yard line, single back formation. Heavy set. It's going to be a run up the middle.
Oh, man.
Oh, they let him bounce.
I mean, you had him. You had him. They did a good job setting the edge. The Raiders just weren't able to get him. It's a gain of 7. Matt Sitter, I just saw your Venmo. I appreciate you, man. I'll see you. I'll message you on Venmo after the show, but I appreciate you reaching out. Nix under center. Running back in the backfield. They're going to hand it off, and he's got a little bit of running room.
3rd and inches.
3rd and inches. I mean, Denver's been able to run the football very effectively.
I don't think they've had a rush that has gone less than 3 yards.
Venthrak, if you go to, literally click on, if you're still here, just click on his YouTube channel, and that's where he's going to be live. 3rd and inches, power I. Why do we not have more guys on the line? That's terrible by the Raiders. Terrible. We're doing a 5-man, 4-man front. They got technically 7, 8 guys in the box. We got 5 guys in the box. We're going to lose that every time. Make an adjustment, Pete. Make an adjustment, Pete. That's really frustrating.
Outside.
Caught. Gain of 8.
Caught. Out of bounds, though, so it stops the clock. 3:13 remaining in the 4th quarter, and you're down by 4. There's Foster Moreau once again.
Foster Moreau. Australian Fabia. Now, it's honestly, it's a habit. It's a habit, and I understand.
2nd and 2, single back formation.
Come on. Another first down. I mean, it's too easy. I'm actually starting to get frustrated from a freaking Madden game because they're just not making any adjustments, dude. They're not making any adjustments. Nabman, I got you. I'm going to send you a pic of Chuck. Hang on a second here. Hang on. Here is my most recent pick.
Mile highs.
Actually.
Mile highs in the chat. Move the chains.
Nabman, not my pool. It's my boss's pool. Handoff. I mean, what are we doing? Gain to 7. We have no answer right now.
And you have 3 timeouts, the 2-minute warning, but
here's
it's getting down to it.
This is why you go for it. This is why you go for it. Because if your defense can't get off the field, your offense isn't going to get another shot. Now you get the 2-minute warning, right? And now you don't have a lot of time to score a touchdown. Like, I get, like, I'm probably a little bit more of an aggressive coach, but I'm also the type of guy where you play to win the game. Like, you try to win. You don't try not to lose. Punting on 4th down and inches is trying to not lose.
First down, and the Raiders have to take one of their timeouts, stop the clock at 1:57.
And now it's 1st down and 10. I mean, there's still plenty of time. It's Madden.
Another first down, all but seals it. But like you said, it's Madden.
It's Madden, so it's kind of weird. Sometimes there's still time left in these games. 1:57 to go. Benthrak, if the Raiders lose, it's small potatoes in the big picture, right? No one will still have a great record. I mean,
nice.
Nice play there. 2nd down 11. What a stop there by Koonce.
Wish Koonce could have did that whenever they were at the 2.
Seriously. I mean, imagine if that's the tackle made. Because then it's 2nd down and 10, 2nd down and 9, and you're still at the 2 instead of it was 2nd down and 3. Huge differential in plays there.
They do take a timeout, stop the clock at 1:54.
2nd and 11. Power eye here for Denver. Why are the Raiders not up near the line of scrimmage? Handoff. They get a stop. 3rd down and 9. Their final timeout.
This is for the game.
I'll tell you what, this is interesting. If Denver picks up a 1st down, the game's over. If you were the Broncos, would you pass or run?
It's 3rd down.
Just get a stop. You are going to give yourself a minute, and a minute in Madden time is plenty of time. 3rd down and 9. You got 3, technically, 4? No, 3 to the right, and they're going to hand it off, and they're not going to get it. I'll tell you this, that is conservative play calling, but that's also trusting your defense. Because now the clock's going to tick down, and the Raiders are going to have about a minute to score a touchdown. Go back and think about how big that pick was by Geno. Because if this game is 21-20, I'm feeling good about where we're at. Because we need a touchdown, also, is this going to be the first game Jeanty doesn't score? We've gone 9. Oh, my God, he shaked it! He shaked it! Shakeopotamus! The Raiders are going to get phenomenal field position. The Halliburton. We're at the 40. Dude, he shanked the shit out of that punt. 1:09 to go. Plenty of time. Throw, middle of the field, caught here by Jakobi. 1st down Raiders, and we're in Denver territory. I will say, we at least got to have a little bit of urgency. Got to have a little bit of urgency. Nabman said that punter's getting fired. Honestly, bro, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. 4:20 to go. Noah, that's for you. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Geno drops back. He's pressured. Got to get rid of it.
Oh,
very close to being a sack. Very close to being a sack. You can't afford to take a sack. You can't afford it right now. 2nd down and 10, 40 seconds to go. I mean, you're at the 49. If I'm the Raiders here, I send all of my guys deep, and I try to just get somebody open, probably Bowers in the middle of the field. I want to try to get to the 30-yard line on this play. 2nd down and 10. Geno drops back. Throws, caught, completed. He's not able to get out of bounds. Come on, let's go. It's Jeanty, 30, 29. Jeanty, I don't know what you're doing right now, bro. 6'5", 4, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. Apparently we're in no huddle. Ball at the 41. Geno calls hike. He's looking. Oh, Jesus. What are we doing? Somehow gets rid of the ball. 10 seconds left. I am so aggravated by how long that just took to happen. It's really annoying. Pete, come on, Pete. Come on, Pete. Got to get it together, dude. Geno, shotgun. You got 3 to the left, Thornton to the right. Throw one up. Geno, throw one up. That's not it at all. I'm going to be honest with you. Final play of the game.
Didn't like what he saw.
You got to at least try to pick up something. I mean, now you're dealing with 36. Like, if you're the Raiders and you don't have a guy that's just there to be able to catch the ball and make this third down and whatever, like, you got to get to the 25 there. Geno throws one up here. And it's going to fall incomplete. And the Raiders lose on Thursday Night Football to the Denver Broncos and fall to 6-2-1. I'll say this. If this is the Raiders' real life, tell me where I sign up for 6-2-1. Yes, it's a devastating loss, and Denver now improves in the Madden season to 6-4. But at the same time, I mean, that's a frustrating game. I mean, that interception by Geno, I actually think totally changed the game. Because I do wonder if you're at Mile High, if you're able to kick that field goal, you're able to make this 21-20. You give Carlson then a shot at the end of that game to make one. That was
Jeanty, 7 rushes, 8 yards.
Yikes. You got to tip your cap to Denver. They had a game plan. They executed it phenomenally, and that's how it was. I mean, Bowers had himself a good game. Dante Thornton had himself a good game. I was impressed by Tre Tucker today, though. They totally shut him out in the second half. He had 4 for 61 going into that. That's a tough loss. I'm not going to lie. That's a tough loss. Elandon Roberts, another really solid game for him. Amari Gaynor probably was your MVP on defense. Had a tackle for loss. Had that big sack in that spot earlier in the game. Malcolm Koonce not being able to get to the edge there was really frustrating earlier in the that last drive by Denver. It is what it is. Broncos win at home. Frustrating, man. Very frustrating. Here's what we're going to do. Final call to get in for the duck race. Matt, again, I saw your Venmo. I mean, quite frankly, I need a lawyer. That's what I need. If anybody's a lawyer and wants to represent me against Audi of Dallas, let's freaking do it, man. I'm down because that's what I need. So we got 300 people here in the building right now. If you're trying to get in, $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. Right now, it is a $20 Venmo to win. Let me see real quick. 20 to win. $360. 20 to win, $360. This is going to be electric, dude. This is going to be electric. Rebel, Audi. Yeah. I mean, it was a car that I wanted to get for Alex. And, you know, again, like I walk to work, so I don't drive. So it's Alex's car. But I think any guy would say this in here. If you're trying to get a car for your fiance at the time, wife now, if you're trying to get a car for your significant other, safety is the most important thing. We've had 5 tire issues in the last 8 months. What's crazier? They didn't document that we came in for visits those 5 times. That's the crazier thing. I can't get into it, though. I was told I'm not allowed. But I'm really frustrated by it because in my mind, they didn't take care of my wife, and that's what pisses me off the most. You can do bad to me, and I'll handle it. I'm not going to be happy about it. When you do wrong to my wife, I think any person in here would say that's where you cross the line. And I feel like I'm a very laid-back guy, and I'm not afraid to be a Karen when I need to be. I've been a Karen to Audi Dallas, but it's because they deserve it, man. And I believe that. Traded in for a Lexus. I wish I had the money to trade it in for a Lexus. Weddings are expensive from what I've learned. So, if you think your tractor is sexy, you can get in right now for the duck race. It is a $20 Venmo. Final call to get in, Kevin Rodriguez. Kevrod, you in. 20 right now to win. $370. I'll tell you this, man. This is going to be fun. This is, it's going to be fun. Rebel, it's a lease. I was just more upset of car stopped working, and because it was 2024, we got the lease in 2024. So then we had to get a new lease in 2025 because the car wasn't working right. And now our lease goes up. It was annoying, man. The whole thing's annoying. Chuggs getting it in. All right, I respect it. Chuggs is in. Who's going to take care of business against Chuggs? Who's going to take care of business against Chuggs? That's hilarious, man. I respect it. I mean, no. Q3. Simple car. Again, it's a point A to point B car. In my mind, the lease was supposed to be at the least stressful thing possible, point A to point B car. Problem is, it has a problem getting to point A to point B. Chip Hall, a lot of horse shit with all those tractors. You're not wrong. All right, I don't see anybody else getting it in. So that means this. This race is going to be for $380. $380 here on today's show. Can I get a shuff? Quick little shuff. Final refresh. Oh, wait. Can you add Adrian Leone? That's fine. Leone. You're in. All right. No more coming in. We're ready to rock and roll. We're at what? 390? Winner gets 390. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. If you think my tractor's sexy, how many people had in my high school, there was a day where people would bring their tractors to school. Like, I'm not kidding you. People would pull up, instead of driving their cars, they would drive their tractors. And if you had a tractor, dude, Chuggs, did I put myself in? I see Elijah, Richard Black falling back here a little bit. This is Nathan Wolf. Ed Robbins with the league. Who's this? That's Moreno. Rustin Long, Gary Backus, Gabriel. I'll actually say that I actually don't see yours. It would low-key be hilarious if you forgot to put yourself in. Soldier Man, I think, won one of our most recent races. My dad, who also won a race recently, he's up in there. 6. Come on, Richie. Oh, wait. Soldier Man up in that. Oh. Another win for Soldier Man. Butthole pick. Oh, butthole. I was going to say, if you want another glimpse, I got you. Soldier Man! I'll say, dude, you just won.
This shit's rigged.
So yesterday, Soldier Man won $165.
Rigged.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I mean, think about this. In the last 48 hours, Soldier Man has won basically $600 on this show. That math isn't right, by the way. It's about like 5-something. Whatever 390 plus 165 is, that is what Soldier Man
I'm
has
never
won on
doing
this show.
another duck race again.
Here's the thing, though. We've had have we ever had somebody win 3 times in a row? Was it Green? I know Anthony Green had a shot. I know.
It might have been
Tri-Van had a shot.
It might have been at like the very beginning of the duck races.
I don't know if anybody's ever won 3 times in a row. Electric, dude.
Shit's rigged.
Give me some potatoes down below. Give me some potatoes down below. All right, y'all. Today was an absolutely legendary show. And I appreciate every single person that made today's show what it was. Bayou Raider, you were the MVP, man. No doubt about it. Actually, that's you and Fabian. You and Fabian, a.k.a. the Night Devil. Today's top 2 MVPs in terms of bangs. If you want to know what where our June bang race stands.
You're at 6.
Huh?
King Javier's counting down 5.
Here's what I'm going to say. I want y'all to have a great weekend. I'll see you guys live Monday. Raiders, who do they play week 11?
Cowboys.
Oh, I know. The
It's
Cowboys.
Monday night?
Monday night. Actually, you know what would be cool? What if we just came in late and did a Monday night football stream? That would be dumb. It'd be dumb. It'd be kind of fun, though. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be honest. But it'd be electric. Next time y'all are going to see me Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. I want everybody to have a great, great weekend. Today's show was electric. I'm pretty banged up. From me, from Chuggs, hopefully you guys enjoy the NBA Finals, which if you're not already subscribed to our main Chat Sports channel, please, please, please. Chat Sports Sunday. It's going to be a great game. We're going to be live for it. I will make a deal right now. I'll make a deal right now. If Raider Nation bangs, it's going to be a big one, 5 times, I will give up my off day on Sunday, and I will pull up to our main live coverage of Game 7 of the NBA Finals. You got to bang 5 times on that show. If you do it, I'm there to party the rest of the night. I'm there to party the rest of the night.
We party.
That's the deal. From me, from Jeremy Chuggs, to all y'all potatoes out there, have a great weekend. I love you. I'll see you guys Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific.